What's up, man? You look like you ain't seen a bike in days. You're like, is that a motorcycle? Alex, that sounds like a bike coming. What's up, guys? Kind of a rainy, shitty day out here today, but it's like mid-60s, so the temperature is pretty nice. It just sucks that it's kind of raining. But hey, I just got a real quick topic for you guys, and that is maintenance on your motorcycle, man. I've been noticing a trend recently, just amongst the riders that I know. And just a disclaimer, it's not a shot at any of my friends or anything like that, of course not. But what the fuck? Anyways, just a trend I've been noticing. It doesn't seem like people have been keeping up with their maintenance properly, man. I feel like people forget how important maintenance on your motorcycle is. And truth be told, in my opinion, maintenance on your motorcycle is more important than maintenance on your car or your cage. Reason being is, in a car, if something's wrong or something's not tight like it's supposed to be, or something's not oiled like it's supposed to be, in most situations you might be able to just, kind of coast off to the side of the road and you'll be alright. But on a motorcycle, your chain's not lubed properly, your chain slack is out of spec, so it's either too loose or too tight. The chain snapping on you on the freeway at 80 miles an hour, man, it can do some damage. And it can potentially throw you off your bike, which is something you might not get up from. So it's just been something that's been kind of curious to me lately. Some of my buddies, doesn't seem like they've been keeping up with their maintenance too well. If you're watching this video, you know who you are. I feel like it's really important that you are checking to make sure that your chain is lubricated, checking to make sure that the O-rings in your chain are there still and that they're properly lubricated, checking to make sure that your chain slack is in spec, making sure you're changing your oil on schedule. I'm really particular about changing the oil in my motorcycles. I do that shit religiously. I don't ever miss an oil change. And part of my philosophy on that is, if you take care of your stuff, then your stuff will take care of you. And knock on wood, my Jixers have never left me stranded on the side of the road. I think part of the credit for that would have to go to me making sure that I do my maintenance properly. And a lot of people, they get into the sport and they get their bike and then they just dog the shit out of their bike, and then they wonder why their bike stops working. This bike didn't get to 52,000 miles without doing its maintenance, and hopefully I'll get another 52,000 miles on this bike and on this motor that's in here now. But the biggest thing is, man, if you're not doing your maintenance on your bike, you're really potentially creating a safety hazard for yourself. Nobody wants to go down on their bike. If you do go down on your bike, you don't want to be like, fuck, I went down because my chain broke on me because it was old, I knew it was old, the damn thing was clicking and locking up and I was just too lazy to change it. Or spend the $100 or so to get a new chain and throw on a chain. A chain's not that hard to throw on, guys. You could be out here doing 80 miles an hour or so, chain break on you, might lock up the rear wheel, throw you off the bike. If you're lucky, all that'll happen is you'll lose power and the chain will just fall off. Girl on her bike out there in Cali, she just went through that. Her chain broke on her Gixxer 750, I think she has. And luckily for her, she was getting off the highway and moving pretty slow. She was making a left-hand turn, and luckily it just popped off and was right there in the street. But I mean, had that chain come off while she was on the highway, who knows what could have happened. You see stories about chains breaking, you know, the engine cases and shit, and just wrecking havoc on a motorcycle. And to her credit, I'm not saying that she wasn't doing proper maintenance on her bike. I'm just saying, you know, she was lucky that it just happened to break right there. She had just got off the highway. So that's pretty much an ideal situation for your chain to break. If you tend to ride in groups, then you're also putting the people around you at risk to a certain degree. If you know your bike isn't properly being taken care of, you know, if you're riding in a group and that chain pops off and whacks your buddy behind you, you know, and he goes down, you're gonna feel like shit. You should feel like shit. I mean, damn. And I know if I'm riding in a group and the motherfucker in front of me, his chain breaks off and causes me to go down, as soon as I get up and as soon as I get my bike up, I'm whooping his motherfucking ass. If it's that, you know, he was negligent on his maintenance. You know, I love riding, and I always think to myself, I'm having a blast, I want to do this tomorrow, and I don't want something stupid like a chain that I could have changed out, you know, stop me from riding tomorrow. You know, it's simple shit, guys. One thing I do is I download the service PDF manual. You can find these manuals online, and I have that PDF manual for both my motorcycles and my car. In fact, I keep it on my phone, so I always have my manuals on my person at all times. If anything ever goes wrong, I got the service manual that the actual technicians use to try to help me diagnose what's going on, if I need to see torque specs, all that good stuff. Ooh, this might be a little slick. Man, I'm loving these Pilot Road 4s, baby. Fucking nice. Trying to lean too much because it's still a little wet out here. But anyways, guys, that's all. I just want everybody to be safe. Make sure you're doing your maintenance. Don't be an idiot. About to head up here to Street Rockets. So I'll catch you guys on the next video.